For a lot of us, Friday nights weren't complete without one stop: Blockbuster. Before streaming, before on demand, before algorithms told us what to watch, there was the ritual. Pizza on the way home, walking through those blue and yellow aisles, trying to agree on one movie everyone would like. Back then, it felt like Blockbuster would always be there. So, what happened? Blockbuster began in 1985 in Dallas, Texas. At the time, most video rental stores were small, crowded, and poorly organized. Blockbuster was different. Bright lights, wide aisles, thousands of movies neatly arranged by genre. You didn't have to ask what was available. You could browse. And that simple difference changed everything. Within just a few years, Blockbuster expanded rapidly. One store became hundreds, then thousands. By the early 1990s, Blockbuster wasn't just a store, it was a habit. New releases lined the walls. Candy and popcorn waited at the counter. Plastic cases snapped open with that familiar sound. For kids especially, walking into Blockbuster felt like possibility. You didn't just rent movies, you rented video games. You wandered the aisles longer than you needed to, because choosing was part of the fun. And if you had a sleepover, going to Blockbuster was the first thing you did. You picked one movie everyone could agree on. Maybe two. Something scary, something funny. That decision mattered. At its peak in the early 2000s, Blockbuster operated over 9,000 stores worldwide. There was likely one just minutes from your house. In many towns, Blockbuster was the entertainment hub. Families planned weekends around it. Kids begged for one more rental. Late fees became a shared frustration and a shared joke. For nearly 2 decades, this was how movies were watched. Not instantly, not endlessly, but intentionally. Looking back, what made Blockbuster special wasn't just the movies. It was the process. The drive there. The debate in the aisles. The disappointment when the last copy was gone. And finally, bringing it home. Fast-forwarding previews. Rewinding when it was over. Knowing the clock was ticking until it had to be returned. Streaming removed the friction, but it also removed the ritual. In the late 1990s, something new appeared: Netflix. Instead of driving to a store, movies arrived in the mail. No late fees, no return deadlines. At first, Blockbuster didn't see it as a threat. In fact, they had the chance to buy Netflix for $50 million.
$50 million?
Why would the world's largest video rental chain worry about DVDs in envelopes? As the 2000s progressed, technology moved faster than Blockbuster could adapt. DVDs replaced VHS. Streaming replaced DVDs. Convenience replaced tradition. Blockbuster relied heavily on late fees, hundreds of millions of dollars each year. When customers complained, the company tried to remove them, but replaced them with confusing penalties instead. Meanwhile, Netflix went digital. Redbox placed kiosks everywhere. Cable companies introduced on-demand. Blockbuster tried to catch up. Online rentals, store returns, hybrid models. But it was expensive, and it was late. In 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. Stores closed rapidly. Places that once felt permanent went dark. One by one, the blue and yellow signs disappeared. For many people, there was no final visit, no goodbye. Just one day realizing it was gone. Today, there is only one Blockbuster store left in the world. It's in Bend, Oregon. It still rents movies, still issues membership cards, still smells like plastic cases and popcorn. People travel from all over just to walk inside. Not because they need a movie, but because they need the memory. Blockbuster didn't fail because people stopped loving movies. It failed because the world changed. But what it represented: shared experiences, family rituals, Friday nights that felt special. Those didn't disappear. They just moved. And maybe that's why Blockbuster still sticks with us. Because it reminds us of a time when entertainment wasn't endless. It was chosen. and that choice mattered.